Hey folks, here's Steve with Synthrotek, and today we are announcing the Power Pak, which is a 4 HP Eurorack module that allows you to power other items such as BeatStep Pros, MIDI keyboards, guitar pedals, really anything that you want to power, iPhones, lights, things like that that you want to power in your Eurorack case that you don't have the power for. It makes you a lot more portable. It makes so you don't have to lug around a whole power strip and a bunch of different adapters. And it's super useful to that end. So let's plug some things in and see how it works. So of course, we've got two USB jacks. We've got a 12 volt, both center positive and center negative, 9 volt center positive, center negative jacks in there too. So you can do things like this, like you can plug in your iPhone and it lets you charge your iPhone, or you can use it, of course, as you're charging your iPhone and things like that. You can be using sequencers and things in your rig. You can plug in your BeatStep Pro. You can plug in here like a USB lamp. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a lot of devices that I like to use here with my Eurorack system. I've got my Electro-Harmonix vocoder. I've got my cheesy ToneWorks pedal that gives me some really cool tremolo. And I've got a Moog Moger Foger. And what I can do real easily here is I can just take my pedal train daisy chain cable, plug it right up here into the 9 volt center negative, and boom, my ToneWorks is up and my Electro-Harmonix is up. And then if I want to plug in my Moger Foger, I'd do that into the 9 volt center positive connection. And what's nice about this is that you have all of those connections right on the module, so you can plug whatever you need to into it. As you'll notice also, there is 3 lights here, indicator lights, that let you know what the rails are doing. So we've got a 5 volt, 12 volt, and 9 volt rail indicator lights. And if those are turning off or not fully illuminating or something like that, you might want to check the polarity of your pedal. What's nice though about the Power Pak here is it's diode protected as well as fuse protected. And those are resettable fuses, so if you trip it, you draw too much power, it's going to shut off and then turn it back on and everything's okay. It's also just really stable, really safe. Okay, so on the Power Pak here for the 5 volt USB jacks, you've got up to 1 amp of power available. On the 12 volt, you've got both for the center positive and for the center negative jacks combined, you've got 750 milliamps. On the 9 volt as well, it is 750 milliamps for both the center positive and center negative combined, which is still quite a bit. You can still do a lot of power for various pedals and things in your rig. So let's look underneath the hood and see on the back. The Power Pak does not just allow you to have power come out of the front of your panel. It also, with the set of a jumper, will allow you to put 5 volts up to 1.5 amps out on to your whole Euro power rail or whatever is connected to the module. So if it's a bus board or a flying bus cable that's connected to the module, you can have, like I said, up to 1.5 amps of 5 volt power. The way that works is you see that there's a jumper section right here, and if you close that jumper, if you put a jumper across there and connect it, you will be throwing 5 volts out onto the bus system that is connected up to this module. So if you already have 5 volts in your system, do not use this feature because we don't want to be combining 2 different 5 volts onto your system. It's not safe. So make sure you find out what kind of power you have first. But this is, like I said, also allows you to give yourself 5 volts if you already don't have it. Now, the way you want to connect up the Power Pak is, you see we have 2 16-pin shredded headers. We advise that you use 2 of these Eurorack power cables and not just one of them, because it allows us to have maximum amp draw. Since we're sucking a lot of juice through this thing, I think it's more advisable, of course, if you use 2. We can't make you, but if you want to keep your warranty intact, make sure you use 2 cables. So thanks so much for checking out the Power Pak here. It's going to be available at fine dealers worldwide, and it also comes in PCB panel form, kit form, and complete for whatever you need. Thanks a lot.